see a squad from the Big Ten, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Oregon Ducks offense has the ball first today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab to the 25, and there's room.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on...
There he goes! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Dropping back, it's Dell. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll try to run it in. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Panthers offense will go to work for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defense.
Intercepting. The defense has set him up. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Looking to throw on first down. Finding open areas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Dell. Going for the big play. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Heaves it deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Lost to throw on 1st down. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure, and I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Gonna look downfield again. Snags it over the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. more than that.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. It didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Wants to go up top. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gonna let it fly. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Great place to start for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. The Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Ramsey.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Working the middle, it's complete. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Pitt! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got it out. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Quick release on the RPO. Turning it on. It's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Use the play fake, now to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Dell. They're working that left side. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs.
Let's it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Hunt. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They boot it away on 4th down. Touchdown, Ducks! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score a TD.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Caught over the middle. It's Hunt. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oregon. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Hunt. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Just keep slinging it. It's complete to the left. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He'll get it away and wisely kick it toward the sideline. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Quarterback making checks. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Dell. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Panthers! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Notre Dame. Just another week in the Big Ten.
Brings it to the open. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he can go. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Catch in the middle. It's Darrisaw. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Dropping back, it's Dell. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to run it. Finds a crease at the 20. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. So now it's second and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Touchdown Ducks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before half. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And these two defenses have shown uncommon discipline through 2 quarters, especially the D-backs. They've kept to their assignments, covering those receivers like cheap suits. Certainly not the fashionable wardrobe OKC wears here in studio. Anyway, yes, the passing game. Be better. How's that for a breakdown?
And the returner is stopped. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Looking for a deep man. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Now the play fake. Finds a spot in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Quickly out to the tight end.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Gives it on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Catches it at the 15. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Oregon! Stealing a score on special teams. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs a...
He lofted it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? The play action fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Wells. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to take a shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Quick release by the QB. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Wells. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll send out the kicker here. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Dead center perfect. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got his man all by himself. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Wells. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and
just steamrolling the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the book since we head to the 4th. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Rushes on him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back open in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They've got the screen set up. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Give to the back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Wells. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. They'll put it in play from the 27. 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They send the tight end in motion. Rides to back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over USF. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Ducks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's DeLuca. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. The handoff, keep working on that clock. At the 20, he's got space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. on 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. They punted away on 4th down. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They'll go right back to him. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game.